Depending on who you ask, Modern Warfare is either the worst Call of Duty or the best Call of Duty in its current state. Just looking at some of its core fundamentals, Modern Warfare has the chance to be one of the best Call of Duty games we have ever seen. There's just a few key aspects of the game that, if they are willing to change, will completely turn around the way it's perceived by the community. One of the most well-known leakers in the Call of Duty community has leaked the possibility of them making these big changes that the game really truly needs. And in today's video, that's what we're going to talk about. In the meantime, if you guys want to jot down any ideas you have that could change the game and make it better, go ahead and do that. Also drop a sub so you guys don't miss out on any new videos that I drop over on this channel. With that being said, let's get into the video. So, if you guys have been following the Call of Duty community at all in the past few years, you guys know who TheGamingRevolution is. He leaks just about everything that we need to know for the future of Call of Duty. And last night, he leaked something huge. So, apparently, according to TheGamingRevolution, there's going to be a huge overhaul coming into Modern Warfare. He sent out 2 tweets last night. The first one saying that there's going to be a huge overhaul coming into Modern Warfare, and the second one being that the minimap is going to be changed and put back to normal. And that is huge news for the Call of Duty franchise. Now, maybe some of you guys might have enjoyed how the radar is, but for the most part, it has just been a problem for the game. And if you're on Twitter and you follow any COD YouTubers or just Call of Duty fans in general, mainly over on Twitter, you can see it every single day. Every time I got on Twitter since the game is released, fix the radar, fix the radar, fix the radar. That's all any of us have ever wanted. Infinity Ward had a vision, they thought it was a good idea, they tried to make a change and it didn't work. Now, you may be sitting here thinking, well, how do we know that the Gaming Revolution is going to be right about this? Well, the Gaming Revolution has been right about almost everything that he has leaked about Call of Duty. He leaked that there was going to be supply drops in the game. He then leaked that they are now taking supply drops out of the game late notice. He leaked so many things about the game before it even came out. He leaked so many things about Black Ops 4. He's a very well-known leaker, and I have no problem trusting his word, and neither does anyone else in the community. So, let's talk about what else Infinity Ward could be changing in this big overhaul. Because in my opinion, a big overhaul isn't just the minimap change, and there's a lot more that could be changed in Modern Warfare that'll help a lot. So I think when the big overhaul comes through, it'll be a minimap change and much more. I know a lot of people probably think that they're gonna change the time to kill, but personally, I don't think they're gonna do that. In my opinion, that would just take too much for them to do. That's almost like creating an entire new game in a sense. They would have to up the time to kill and then balance each and every single weapon according to that new time to kill. And that would just take way too long. They've already been making this game for 3 years. I don't think they're gonna completely overhaul the time to kill like that. But a couple things that they could do. Number 1, lower the footstep sounds. If you're not gonna make Dead Silence a perk, which I don't think they will, at least lower the footstep sound. So it's not so easy to hear everybody. The footsteps are absolutely ridiculous in this game. You can hear people from stories and stories away. I'll be on ground war and I'll hear somebody that's a floor below me. So footsteps need to be toned down a little bit, and I think that's something that will come with the minimap change. Something that I don't see a lot of people talking about that I really think should come with the minimap update is camo updates. Please, for the love of God, fix Platinum and Damascus. Platinum needs a complete overhaul. It's one of the worst camos I may have ever seen. It is literally chrome camo on a base weapon variant. I don't know if you guys remember World War II, but chrome camo looked terrible on the base weapon variants, but looked beautiful on heroic weapon variants. So please fix Platinum so it doesn't look so bad. Also, Damascus is not a bad camo. It's a beautiful camo, blue and pink. Like, come on, that's one of the best combinations you could ever possibly have. But for what you have to do to get it, it is just not worth it. They don't need to change the color of the camo. The color of the camo is absolutely beautiful. Just make it a little bit brighter and make it animated, and that's all they have to do, and it would be absolutely worth it in my opinion. Something else they could do, and this is for ground war players specifically, which is me. I personally play ground wars because all the other game modes are so slow. But nerf the tanks. Not only should you nerf the tanks just in general, their damage and how much damage they can take, but also nerf the fact that people using a tank, when they get a kill, that kill counts towards their KD. It actually goes on the scoreboard and it counts towards their kill streaks. That shouldn't ever happen, and that didn't happen in the beta, so I'm not sure why it's happening in the full game. If you're using a tank and getting kill, sure, maybe it can give you score, but it shouldn't be giving you kills on the scoreboard. It shouldn't be helping your KD, and it shouldn't be going towards your kill streak. People are just sitting on top of the mountain in a tank and getting nukes in ground war matches, and that just doesn't take any skill. There's nothing that a player like me can do about it. So that just needs to be changed completely. Also, in my opinion, and I don't think they'll do this because I feel like they committed to it, but taking tanks out of ground war would just be perfectly fine in my opinion. I think they committed to having tanks and all these vehicles in ground war, which I don't think we need it. All we need is the ATVs and helicopters to get to the B flag quicker, but the tanks can be taken out. We don't need those in ground war, and I personally think if they were to take the tanks out, it would make ground war that much better. Now, let's talk about when I think these changes are going to be coming. Obviously, the sooner the better. Like, if we could have these changes tomorrow, I would absolutely love that. I've been waiting for the minimap to be changed back to normal pretty much since the beta. But obviously, it's not going to come that soon, and I don't even think it'll be here by the end of the week. The Gaming Revolution said by the end of November, and that's when I think it's going to come. I think they've been working on these changes since launch pretty much, because we've been complaining about it since the launch. They obviously haven't been working on it since the beta, because if they've been working on it since the beta, they would already be done. So they're just now starting to work on it, or within the last week, I guess I could say. So it's going to take them a second to get these changes done and ready for us. Updates tend to come out usually on Tuesdays for Call of Duty, but sometimes they'll trick us, and I'm pretty sure we've had updates on Thursday. So let's look at it. The final Tuesday of November is the 26th, and I think that's the most likely date for this update to come out. There's also the Tuesday on the 22nd, and it could also come out then. And then there's Thursday the 28th, and that is also a possible date. But I think the most likely date is Tuesday the 26th, and that's the day that I'm going to be expecting it to come out. Now, I'm sure we're going to get some words from Infinity Ward themselves about it pretty soon, especially now that it's been leaked and everyone's making videos on it. I would expect them to say something about it somewhat soon, and hopefully they'll give us a date in which that update is going to come out. We also know that some old school maps are supposed to come back. Rust is supposed to come back, Shipment is supposed to come back, and so many others are supposed to come back. That is going to change the game completely, because maps are also one of the biggest complaints from the community. Minimap and maps are the two biggest complaints from the community. So to change the minimap and bring back some fan favorite maps from some of the older Modern Warfare games that we haven't played in their primes for years, would absolutely just turn this game around completely. I don't know if you guys remember the huge update they had back in World War II that completely changed the divisions, completely just turned the game around in so many ways, and it made the game so much better. I'm really thinking that this is going to be another one of those situations. It's not going to be the first time we've seen it, so it's definitely a possibility. It's not impossible by any means. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like I said, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think they should do in this update that'll make the game better. Also, drop a like and drop a sub if you guys enjoyed the video. I really appreciate any support I get over on this channel and my main channel. I absolutely love making videos for you guys, and I'm going to continue to do it whether I gain a sub on this channel or gain a sub on my other channel ever again. So just thank you guys so much for your support. Also, just to let you guys know, my next video should be a platinum camo video. I am one gun away and just a couple challenges away from getting it done, so I'm right there. So my next video should be a platinum camo video. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, definitely drop a sub. I'm working on getting Damascus camo, and then I'm going to make camo guides for all the weapon classes. So if you guys are interested in anything like that, definitely drop a sub over here and I will not disappoint you. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one. Peace.